Hello, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to Nine Nar Trees podcast. Today, I will summarize and review the book, Rosemary Gladstar's Medicinal Herbs, A Beginner's Guide is an accessible entry point into home herbalism from one of the best-known voices in modern Western herbal practice. Designed for readers who are curious but cautious, the book focuses on 33 widely used plants and explains how to recognize them, grow them, and turn them into practical preparations for everyday wellness. Rather than positioning herbs as a replacement for medical care, it frames herbal remedies as supportive tools that can complement healthy living and informed healthcare decisions. The tone is encouraging and hands-on, emphasizing simple formulas, gentle herbs, and foundational skills such as making teas, tinctures, salves, oils, and syrups. Readers also get guidance on basic safety, sourcing quality ingredients, and building a small but useful home apothecary. Overall, it works as a friendly bridge between gardening and natural self-care, helping beginners move from curiosity to confident, responsible practice. I will give you key takeaways from this book. Firstly, learning herbalism through 33 reliable, everyday plants. A central strength of the book is its deliberate focus on a manageable set of 33 well-known herbs. For beginners, the herbal world can feel overwhelming, with thousands of plants, traditions, and claims competing for attention. By narrowing the scope, the author encourages depth over breadth, teaching readers to build familiarity with a core toolkit before branching out. The chosen herbs tend to be widely available, relatively gentle, and versatile, which helps reduce barriers to practice. Each plant is presented in a way that supports real-world use, what it is commonly used for, how to work with it safely, and how it may fit into routine wellness such as supporting digestion, soothing minor skin issues, or promoting relaxation. This approach also helps readers learn how herbalists think in terms of actions and categories, for example, soothing versus stimulating or drying versus moistening. Over time, repeated exposure to a smaller set of plants helps readers develop confidence, pattern recognition, and practical judgment, which are more valuable than memorizing long lists of exotic remedies. Secondly, from garden to jar, growing, harvesting, and handling herbs, the guide connects herbal practice to the living plants themselves, making it as much about cultivation and stewardship as it is about remedies. Beginners often start by purchasing dried herbs, but understanding growth habits and harvesting basics can dramatically improve quality and safety. The book emphasizes approachable ways to grow common herbs in gardens, containers, or small spaces, which can make herbalism feel personal and sustainable. Readers are introduced to the timing and methods of harvest that affect potency, such as collecting flowers at peak bloom or harvesting leaves before a plant goes to seed. Attention is also given to drying, storing, and handling herbs to preserve their aromatic compounds and reduce spoilage. These skills matter because the effectiveness of herbal preparations depends heavily on freshness, correct identification, and proper storage. The gardening perspective also builds respect for seasonality and encourages mindful use rather than overconsumption. By showing the full pathway from soil to finished preparation, the book helps readers understand that good remedies start with good materials and careful, consistent habits. Thirdly, core home apothecary skills, teas, tinctures, oils, salves, and syrups. Another key topic is practical preparation. The book teaches foundational methods that let readers transform herbs into usable forms without specialized equipment. Infusions and decoctions establish the basics of working with water as a solvent, while tinctures introduce alcohol and the idea of extracting and preserving plant constituents for longer-term storage. Herbal oils and salves bring herbs into skincare and first aid contexts, showing how infused oils can become the base for soothing balms. Syrups provide a friendly, often family-oriented format that combines taste, preservation, and ease of dosing. These preparations also teach essential concepts such as ratios, shelf life, labeling, and cleanliness, all of which improve safety and consistency. By learning a handful of repeatable techniques, readers can adapt to many different herbs and needs rather than relying on pre-made products. The emphasis on simplicity makes it realistic for busy people, while still encouraging responsibility and attention to detail. This skills-first approach is a major reason the book remains appealing. It gives readers processes they can use again and again as their confidence grows. Fourthly, safety, common sense, and responsible self-care. Herbalism is most helpful when paired with good judgment, and the book places noticeable weight on safe, responsible use. Beginners benefit from clear reminders that natural does not automatically mean risk-free. The guidance supports readers in thinking about allergies, sensitivities, dosage, and the importance of using correctly identified plants. It also promotes awareness that certain conditions require professional evaluation and that herbs can interact with medications or be inappropriate during pregnancy, breastfeeding, or for specific medical histories. This grounded approach encourages readers to treat herbal remedies as supportive allies rather than miracle cures, reducing the chance of disappointment or harm. The book also helps normalize careful record-keeping, such as noting what you used, how much, and how the body responded, which is a practical way to build personal knowledge over time. By integrating safety into every stage, from sourcing to preparation to use, it supports an ethic of respect for both plants and people. For readers who want to explore herbal wellness without falling into hype, this topic provides reassurance and a framework for making thoughtful choices. Lastly, building a daily relationship with herbs and natural wellness. Beyond individual remedies, the book encourages a lifestyle-oriented relationship with herbs. This includes using gentle herbs for daily support, seasonal transitions, and household needs in ways that feel integrated rather than extreme. The focus on common, multi-purpose plants makes it easier to create simple routines, such as soothing teas, culinary herb use, or topical applications for minor irritations. It also reinforces the idea that herbal practice is learned through consistent, small experiences rather than dramatic interventions. Readers are guided toward creating a modest home apothecary that fits their space, budget, and comfort level, which helps avoid the common trap of buying many products without knowing how to use them. The gardening and making aspects add a sense of self-reliance and craft, which can be emotionally rewarding and can deepen appreciation for natural systems. Over time, this daily orientation can support mindfulness, healthier habits, and a more attentive approach to the body. By framing herbalism as a practical, ongoing relationship, the book helps readers move from one-off experiments to a steady, sustainable practice. In conclusion, this book is best suited for beginners who want a trustworthy, approachable path into herbalism, including home gardeners, natural wellness readers, parents building a gentle household toolkit, and anyone curious about making simple remedies without turning it into a complex hobby. It can benefit a reader's life by teaching repeatable skills that support everyday self-care, from calming routines to basic skin and seasonal comfort preparations, while also fostering confidence in sourcing, handling, and storing herbs responsibly. The emphasis on manageable plant selection and clear methods helps readers take action quickly, which builds momentum and reduces confusion. Compared to many herbal books that either overwhelm with encyclopedic lists or lean heavily on tradition without practical guidance, this guide is notably hands-on and beginner-centered. It blends cultivation, preparation, and safety into one coherent learning path, making it easier to go from reading to doing. It is worth buying because it functions as both an introductory course and a usable kitchen counter reference, offering a clear structure that encourages steady progress and thoughtful, realistic expectations about what herbs can and cannot do. If you would like to support Rosemary Gladstar, you can buy the book through the Amazon link I provided in the podcast description. After reading the book, please let me know what you think and share your thoughts. See you around.